Good morning again from beautiful Wyoming. It might get cold. We were planning on coming Wednesday, but they said snow's coming, so we'll just see what we've got going for us today. I like to see where the horse is. It looks like he wants to hang out and say what's going on. He's, oh, there's CJ. She feeds me. Maybe I better hang out with her for a while. There is a plan through all this, but look at this guy's growing. CJ, one of these days you're going to have a riding machine here. Yeah, but he's nice, compact.
We have to get the trailer over here and put him up to that marker that we made when we first got him.
I bet it'd be easier for you to go out there and step next to the trailer and say, there's the mark. Put a mark there. Put a piece of tape there, and then come out here and say, oh. Now if you want, you can go hook up the trailer and bring it over, and we'll find that out.
No, I was just saying that
See, oh yeah, that, and then again, it might be totally different if we take the camera over there, take him to the trailer. We know he'll go in from here because that's just the way it is. But there's more gray hair in this tail all the time, but it appears to me that the trailer needs, or the trailer doesn't need no more tangles, but his tail sure does. There's that magic mouth working. The brain hadn't quite got caught up, but there's a lot of gray there. So if that's something we want to do now or something, it doesn't matter. We can work that on our schedule. Our schedule's so tight we get up and we do what we want. Okay. So anyway, no, but it's good just to come in around corral or wherever your pen is and just kind of hang out for a little bit. And he says, "Oh, you want to play horse games? Let's play." Well, that's okay, but we don't play too rough. You can go over there. Now, maybe someday I forgot all my whips, chains, and other implements of destruction, and I just got to go say, hey, we're just talking here, and you just go over there for a while.
Does love to play.
It's not all work. It's not all play. It's got to be a combination. All work and no play makes him dull. All play and no work makes him a bum. So figure out where it fits and get your horse to fit you. We've got to untangle this rope because I know it just thinks about ways to get tangled up all by itself. And look here. Oh, he says, I know what that means. Oh, looky here. I never take that away. No. See, I see what happens if we walk over here. I bet he'll find a way to go that way. Or not. If he needs a little encouragement, shucky darn. And again, he doesn't have to go 90 miles an hour. He doesn't have to do 103 laps. But we can encourage him to go a little faster. Oh, there. Now we can just let him kind of run out of gas. He doesn't have to go 90 times, but now maybe, hey, he needs to see if we can do that the other way. So we'll go over here, see if he can go over there. Offer him a chance, offer him a chance. He's trying to get to where he's going to turn around the wrong direction. He could have done that, and now. All right. No, go on. Go on. He wants to say, hey, what's all this work stuff? What's all this work stuff? Oh, maybe the rope gets all wadded up and has to get untangled. So we just do what we have to do. Yeah, maybe he has to come in and find out if that was an accident while we get the rope untangled. There. Now maybe he can go just a little ways.
No.
There. Now, let's see what happens here. Oh, he's got dogs barking at him. We don't care. Let him bark. He's got poles over there. He needs to find out how to step someplace. Let him bark, CJ. No, it's just another distraction. Here comes the other guys to help him anyway. Now, we don't want him to always run off just because of the rope. The rope is not a bad guy. He says, oh, I got a little cooled off and had to warm up. And that's okay. That's okay. Let's see here. We can just come over here a little bit. There. Now let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah. We haven't forgotten everything. We forgot some things or just chose to ignore them. You know, horses don't usually refuse something because they just don't feel like doing it. Sometimes they don't understand that today is the day to do it. So, that's just showing you that there is a real horse here. He's not necessarily saying I don't want that, but he says maybe I don't need that. But maybe actually he does need that. So we'll just sit here. Oh, yeah, shucky darn, he got his brain back. He's, see, we're just playing. I'm playing with him. He's playing with me. You don't always have to be under our thumb being micromanaged. He said, oh boy, it feels kind of good to run. So this is all volunteers on himself. He decided to run or do whatever he's got to do. There. Ah. What do you think? Huh? Now, if I stay kind of casual, it's, oh well, he says, it's cold out here. I'm not saying do this, do that, but if you notice, he quit tripping on that pole over there. There he is. Well, I want to go this way, I don't want to go that way. You want to come this way? What do you want to do? Huh? We don't want to cause you people to think this is just old tired Ted from Turlock, that he's a spunky monkey, if he chooses to be. Spunky monkey. Now he says, oh, what's going on? Maybe I better check in. Yeah, maybe I better just check in. Huh? Yeah. What we need to do is work on ourselves, play with our horse. Work on us. Let's see, what is the horse saying? Is he happy? Is he mad? Is he glad? He's playful. He's, oh boy, somebody come to, those guys over there, they just want to sit around and suck their thumb and eat grass all day. Well, there's not a lot of grass to eat, but there's a lot of pretty things to look at. We've been trying to figure out whether we should put a warning label on everything. You got a warning label, do this, don't do that. But we have to assume that there are no stupid people out there. And so if you decide to do some of this stuff, take the responsibility for yourself. Don't go jump in the deep end if you don't know how to swim. Start out in the shallow end. Maybe start out in a wading pool. Just throw the rope on. Don't tie on to something bigger than what you can manage. Now, see if those tangles, oh, he might have to come through his mouth or come through where it has to come through. No, please don't chew on my rope. Please don't chew on my rope. It's caught somewhere. Yeah. Let's see if we can get him to go a little bit. There, that's better. See if you can wear that. Yeah, just see if we can wear that a little bit. There, it doesn't take much to make him go. Let's see if he'll come back and see me. Yeah, let's see if we can wind up the rest of that rope. Yeah. The thing is, we don't want to be demanding. No, we want to be suggesting. We want to suggest to the horse, hey, be my friend. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's do something else. Not do this right now. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Well, maybe you didn't do this or that because I didn't suggest it right. I got too demanding in my approach. Yeah, but that's sometimes, your mistakes is where you sometimes learn the most. Yep. Let's see what happens here. Oh, even that counts. Yep. What are we going to do now? Now, if you can allow him not to chew on the rope, but allow him to find pressure, then when he finds out he ran into his own pressure rather than me creating the pressure, then they seem to learn things a little faster. But when this guy wants to shove the pressure at me, shove the rope to me and find out it doesn't push very well anyway, but while I'm learning how to manage my coils, we'll see if we can just cause him to walk off a little bit, go somewhere. Now I might say that's far enough. I see he ran into his own pressure and he decided, well, don't lean on me. He said, I sure like to chew on your rope. Well, just make the rope a little harder to get a hold of. Yeah. Yeah, well, we almost made it. We almost made it. We might be able to sneak it on there yet anyway. Now what have we got here? We got something he's got to do some thinking about. What's he going to do? Hopefully, he says, oh, I'll just chew that thing. It'll fall off one of these days. No, that's not your only answer. That's not the only answer. There. Now, he might have some pressure on that outside shoulder. So maybe if he would just lean this way, it would get a little bit... You have to figure this out. He says, oh, it's all right. Oh, that seemed to make it worse. Let him think about it. Let him think about it. So, uh-oh, he ran into another door. Mother Nature said, something pushes on you, push back. Yeah, that's where he's got to figure this out. He's kind of got himself in a pickle. And if he doesn't look out, he'll have all his feet together. He'll be in a heap. The only thing I'm trying to avoid is him chewing my rope. He's going to have to lay down to figure this out if he doesn't look out. Yeah, like I said, don't try this at home unless you've got some experience. And the experiences weren't all bad. Now you got to get some things working for there. There, he went the right direction. We didn't help him out. He's got to help himself. So he's got to learn how to think about, he said, well, Dennis usually helps me. So he's trying to get in my pocket. Well, you're going to have to find out there's some other things involved here. And sometimes you're better off just letting it fall off. In the meantime, he didn't panic. He's managing to wad my rope up pretty well. But things will generally work out if you don't have to get too excited and say, oh my golly, he's got that around his leg. Well, it'd be terrible if you're riding him along and he got it around his leg and he decided he didn't like it and he bucked you off. Of course, none of you people get to ride 50 miles from the ranch, but it's happened to somebody sometime. So, here now, what do we got? Huh? What kind of a pickle have we got going for us? Let's see if we can work it out a little more thoughtful. Oh, I got something else over here to play with. Yeah, there. Here we got curiosity on one end and toys on the fence that he hasn't seen before. Might smell like an old dead cow, but just help him. Come on, figure it out. Let's see if we can get this there. Come on. Come on, you're not thinking very hard today. You're waiting for me to do it. But you can tell this is the unedited version. His feet will get untangled here in a minute. Or not. Oh, he about to make it. Looky there. Go on, go someplace. Yeah. Ooh, got a little bit of tail there. Well, he got past the toys this time. Now he's starting to think again. Yeah, sometimes, you put too many new toys out in the toy box and you just got to let things go. The ears are too tall. There we go. Now come around here. There we go. Ah, he figured that one out. See, there's lots of hairs on these horses, and they claim that he can feel something on every one. Don't expect me to chalk and mark to see where we've been, but he'll let us know how things are. See there? He says, CJ, what are we doing here? He says, well, you're just here. You're just here. We're trying to get this rope all thrown out so we can start over. Sometimes we get such a kink in here, we just have to let things tangle on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you want to take that rope, wad it up, tie a dollar bill on it, and throw it in the creek so you'll miss something. That's the dollar bill, not the rope. But chances are you'll get another rope and it could be worse. So, tangle on. Tangle on. Now, whoever invented rope invented those tangles so we can work on our patience. Yeah. See, patience is one of the biggest things we need. Yeah. We're playing with the horse, not necessarily training the horse. Training Dennis to work on his patience and see what happens if we get the rope there. Oh, there's that log. Now I could make him scared of the log by just going up and hammering on him, telling him to leave that log alone. But he got bored with it and walked off by himself. No. He'd say, oh, there, see if we can get those feet to get that rope untangled. It'll get out there. Oh, now we got in a different spot. What could we do here? Oh, he says, huh? There. Oh, looky there. Believe it or not, that was a good try. Oh, and he's licking his lips and, hey, did I do all right? And I said, yeah, you did fine. Go over there for a while. Yeah, we're going to get that rope untangled. Go over there for a while. It'll work out. Now look what we might have going for us here. Let's just take up the slack. But I got a distraction there. Doesn't matter. Got a situation here. He has to think about it. There. I hope that showed up on a camera. But I saw a rear foot come back. Right before I saw the rear foot come back, I felt the rope relax. So he has to figure out, how do I get out of this deal? His head's up there searching. Oh, there. Wait a minute, I think he's onto something. That was accident, coincidence. Let's see if three's a charm. See how much easier it is to take up the slack? He puts his head down there, finds a way, but no, that puts my leg in a bind. Oh, there. Three's enough. He didn't have to do it 27 times. Because if I ask him to do it 27 times, somewhere along the line, he might get the idea he's doing something wrong and not do it again. I saw a pretty famous trainer work on a horse that didn't have a clue of what he was wanting. All of a sudden he got him to do it a couple of times. All of a sudden he wanted to get it perfect. So when he got up to about 200, the horse said, I must be doing something wrong. And it took him hours, and the trainer struggled and struggled and struggled and struggled, and the horse just constantly got worse. So that's just a story. You can think if it applies to anybody you might know, or maybe it applies to you. I don't know. I know that I'm having fun, and here's a guy looking here. He's looking at me for answers. Well, when he looks that hard, when he tries that hard, I can help him. See that rope dragging across there? Hey, he's unconcerned about it. Yeah. There, he's even making it easier. Now, we have to see what we can do about this. We might have to get the rope off the horse so we can get all the tangles out. The horse is doing fine, so maybe we just save the rope for another day. Can't wear it all out at once. This is more than just a recess. He has chance to reflect on what we've done this morning and find out whether I'm the bad guy, the good guy, I'm his friend that just wants to play in the sandbox, or what. See? Now, you might think that caused enough pressure for him to walk off, and it probably did. But I see if I go over here, he goes over there. But looky there, looks like he might want to come along. See, some people work and work and work and work, try to get their horse to follow them around. But they're trying so hard to get it done, they keep getting in the way. They get in the way of getting something done. Yeah, that might not last too long. Doesn't make a pretty picture anyway, so. Pretty wild horse. I think you better have to send him back. Might have to send him back. Oh, a few weeks ago, we put the snaffle bit on him, and several people came in just before that happened, and I was so busy talking to them, I didn't pay attention that, wait a minute, I got kind of rude about putting it on. Got in a little bit of hurry. Doesn't matter. Now you can see he's tied up real tight. And we don't have to get in a hurry here even today. We just sit here, we get this thing hanging around here. There. We just get to where we can hang around here, hang around the nose. Get this a little quieter. Doesn't matter if we even get the silly thing on today. Here he's busy sniffing things that he doesn't know about. But you don't need to tell all those people about those things either. But we're just hanging out here. So now, if I can get my finger in there, chances are, now I'd like that to be a little quieter. And so what we're going to do, we're just going to hang out. When it gets quieter, the thumb's going to come out. In the meantime, we'll just wrestle around here without one of us getting hurt. But we have to wait until it gets soft, gets soft, gets soft, gets soft. I washed my hands this morning, so I know there's nothing nasty on there. But there, we're getting quieter. We're about to make it. We're about to make it. We're about to make it. There you go. Now I know the camera can't see this, but I've dropped my elbow down here to where it'd be pretty hard for him to smack me in the nose. Not impossible, but that's a chance I'm taking. That says bring your head over here. Here. Just hang out here. Get this to where this hand can hang out. Now, see that bridle says don't hang out down there. See, we just get him to hang out here. There. This is not the only way to get it done, but looky here. Things are quieter now. There. Now he says he has to adjust to that. See, if we take the time that I should have taken a couple of weeks ago, then we're ready to ride him or drive him or do what we're ready to do. We hold it out here and he'll take it. Now, there again, we're working on my patience. Patience is one of the biggest things I've had to work on. I've always had so much work to do. I always had to be in a hurry to do it. Get it done, get it done, get it done. No, slow down and let some of these things take care of themselves. Yeah. So we play with the horse and work on ourselves. Now, he has something else to think about. He can carry that thing around. I don't have anything tied onto it. But I know that his halter's right here and it's not doing anything, so I might as well find something for it to do. Now, here I'm going to hang on to this end, throw that out that way. Oh, he said, I don't care. I didn't ask him to go anywhere. I didn't point in any particular place, so I'm just playing with my halter. In the meantime, we're getting a little personal feeling in the rope. Worst thing we could do with this rope is throw it in a washing machine. I've come a lot of them that have been washed to death. They just don't have the right feel. You want your rope to get the right feel, come up here and put some horse in it. Put some horse in it. Oh, I see how we sneaked that up there? Yeah. See, when I used to do this full time, I used to have two commandments. One was show up on time, and the second one was don't sneak. Don't sneak. We could sneak up here, and all of a sudden he says, that's sneaky, and he'd leave. Or he'd say, you're sneaky, and he'd bite you or kick you. Don't sneak. Even if you're a little clumsy, hey, he knows. A lot of people don't worry about playing with their rope, playing with their strick. But a lot of people, when they try to play with their rope and stuff, it goes like this. But if you get organized, get that rope out there, see if you can touch that toe a few times. See if you can change feet. See if you can change directions. Now, if I want the rope to mean something, right now you notice my hands are down here, but if I show direction, there, I direct, and then I support. I direct, and then I support. Again, he doesn't have to go far. Doesn't have to go far. I might switch hands. There I direct. Oh, didn't it take a lot of support? That's a try. I didn't say go out and give me 50 push-ups. I didn't say give me 50 laps. I said, let's see what happens if I point. Oh, he needs a little Needs a little support. You notice I said a little support. Now he might need more support there because he's back in the toy box. And what I need is more toys. Now, there's a halter between me and the camera. I'm going to see if I can get him to hang out at that halter. So we're going to direct here a little bit. Oh, he almost left, but his feet forgot to go. There. We're going to take it one bite at a time. We're still directing. We're still directing. Oh, looky there. That's pretty doggone close. See? We're not quite there, but we're getting there. Oh, now he's going to say, oh, but he looked at me. I said, well, that was his choice. I don't want to take that away from him. But now we'll see if that was accident. We'll see if we can send him around a whole lap and come to rest by that halter again. So here, we're going to direct. Here, we're going to support with a little action if it needs it. See if he can find himself all the way around to that halter again. See if he can find a way to stop there. Oh, go on. Yeah, you almost made it. You made it halfway. You made it halfway. Oh, that's pretty doggone close. You don't know how to put it on. I'd rather not have teeth marks in it, so we'll have to send you on. It only takes them a nanosecond to get great big squishy teeth marks in it, so we'll just hang it back up. And I don't know if you saw how we put all these hooks on these halters or on the round corral. This will work on your bridle, work on your halter. If you're going to ride in here, you might hang it out there. Now, this one kind of got tangled up because it had interference, but it still should come out all right. And I know where it is, and we'll find out if he's allergic to black or not. And we'll come over here and see if he can find me. We might as well set up a couple of challenges for him. See there? We almost had a meeting of the mind. He started to come to see me, but I said I didn't mind. So we'll just put that there. You're going to have to move away from this one. Go on. Oh, that one looks a little ugly to me. Yeah, looks a little ugly. It's called moving the furniture. 103 years ago, I had a couple girls that did 3-day eventing, and they did really well sometimes. But when they went to a strange place where the jumps were in a different place or different obstacles, their horses freaked out. So you had to move the furniture at home. That means move the water barrel, move the feeder, move something. Because a lot of times you just move the water barrel a foot, and then the next time the horse goes to use it, he has to sneak up on it to make sure there's no lions or tigers or anything. Oh, you're putting out some effort there, hiding behind it. You never had 3 in a row before. Yeah, we had to punt. Go on. Yeah, I know. Don't skip it. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can go the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. Go on. Go on. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Go on. Put a little effort into it. Put a little effort. put a little effort. He says, oh, it's easier to the left. Yeah, it's easier to the left. So what that says, we better do a few more laps to the right. See how they talk to you right out loud. They say, oh no, I'd rather go the other way. Well, way back, if you look at the first week of progress, he had this problem then. It was easier to the left. It's easier to the left. So I'll just support him here. Just keep his engine running. Keep his engine running. There. See what he's telling me? He stops about here every time. So we push a little earlier. There. 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 Now I put out energy to take the pressure away. You don't have to do it 300 times. He got better. He's young. We don't want to try to get him perfect. If we're not careful, we pass perfect and get worse. Might not even be as good as he could do it today, but it's good enough for me because every day it's getting better. Every day. He says, CJ, can't we play? And she says, no, Smokey, I don't have time. I have to work. We have to find somebody that Dennis has time to play. Now, I think we've accomplished a lot. There's a couple other horses were hanging out that could stand some of this, but they seem to have gone. So I don't know if you want to pause the camera and regroup. And questions, comments, confusions, requests. If we're making things too difficult, contact us. Find a way to say, hey, no, I won't. I probably won't come to your place. But if I got you confused, let's find a way to fix that. Let's find a way to fix that. Now, how many things did we work on and say, oh, come here, come here, come here, I got to give you a carrot. No, I got to give you a handful of love. I could reach in here and pull out a treat. Some people do everything with treats. All of a sudden one day, the hand was empty. No more treats. Second time that happens, the dog or the cat even. The horse says, no more treats. But I can stick my hand in here, even if it's got a hole in the pocket. And I can rub him all over and say, hey, you're doing a fine job. Yeah, you're doing everything you can to make me look better. And physically, that's not going to help. Nope. I might get better with age. This is something we need to check out once in a while. That right there, that's pretty nice. A lot of people pick that up and that horse just clamps right there, right away. Hey, you know what? Things happen sometimes. Well, he said, I guess I better go over here a while. That's okay. Because maybe we'll just do it over here. We're just going to throw this up on here. Again, you don't have to try this at home. But if you're ever thinking about ponying a horse, you probably ought to get that figured out. Because I've been in a situation where I wasn't riding my horse, I was riding one of my wife's horses, because mine was covered with mud or he was too far away or something. And all of a sudden I got a rope under her tail, and all of a sudden she started bucking, so the pony horse started bucking, and there we were, sitting around changing her buck. So it can happen. It can happen. That's one way of introducing it. It's not the only way. This is not the only way to train a horse. There's millions of ways to train a horse. But the horse knows a lot about being a horse. Well, we have to get caught up on it being a fair person. Pause for the cause. We had a little cup of coffee and whatever else is necessary to take care of, and decided that, wait a minute, I'm here, we might as well play with these guys too. Back when we started these guys, I don't remember playing in a round crowd. I don't know if they didn't have one at the time, or maybe we did play a little bit. But anyhow, it doesn't hurt to refresh things. Again, we're not running around just to build endurance. We're just looking for attitudes, platitudes, and by the way, lick my lips. Yeah. We want to find out if it's easier for the horse to go one direction than the other, or if it doesn't matter, or if he has druthers or not. If he'd rather go one way or the other. Wait a minute. What we're working here, we're looking to find out how we can balance the horse up. Doesn't matter if he's 2 weeks or 102. So we just find out. He's got an Arab attitude going on right now. His head's up there in a brace. It'd be nice if we just level out a little bit. That's what we'll do. We'll just change direction a lot. Change direction a lot. Now, while he's running around here, he's splitting his personality. Part of the time he sneaks a peek at me, but a lot of times he's looking out there. There. Now, while he's running around there, I'd like to have him bent, looking the way the curve is. Oh, now he's going to clear his mind. Everything's going to work better now, except I have to concentrate on where to step. There comes his eye. He can lick his lips as he's going. There. There. We might do him more justice. We put the halter on it, let the halter help him a little bit. What we're looking for is leaks. We're looking where he might be trying to avoid something or not. Trying to find out if he wants to sit back on the line or if he wants to come along. If he wants to try to be as best as he can. Let's see what happens. We just flip that up there. Oh, the wind needs a little bit more help. Yeah. Need a little more help. Yeah. Okay, that end kind of gets out of the way. Can move around a little bit. There he stepped under. So now I suggest he goes out. While he's going out there, I don't want him leaning on the rope. I want him watching inside here. Now we're going to help on that one rein stop. We're going to lift up here and get that back end to step under. And for it to mean something, you have to give him enough release that he can step there for a minute. A lot of people get that back end to step around, and it's working pretty well. Now go somewhere. Help support. If I'm pointing out there, that's direction. If he needs a little support. But now they get this going. As soon as they get it going, then you jump into doing something else. Pretty soon the horse can't stop and relax because he's waiting to say, what's next? Well, maybe maybe I just need to see if I need to stretch and warm up a little bit, because we went in for coffee. Now, I didn't ask him to go. My hand is down here. Now, my hand is down here. I'm not asking him to go the other direction. But if I put direction in it and then support it, it'd be nice if he went someplace. Doesn't necessarily have to go fast, because there's lots of little jobs. Lots of little jobs. He doesn't weigh anything more than that rope does. Oh, man. See, everybody wish they had an Arab. Well, be thankful that God was smart enough that He didn't make just Arabs and thoroughbreds, because they're not made for everybody. That's why He made quarter horses. I truly believe that I used to think horses are one of God's greatest creations. Thought that for years and years and years. I finally got a couple of mules. Then I got another mule. Then played with a few other mules and found out, wow, they're a different deal. They respond. Horses react. The difference is, response requires thought. A lot of times a horse will leave and he'll think about it when he's in a safety zone. The mule's going to say, maybe I'm safe here, maybe I better think it over and go someplace else. So, it is what it is. Again, choose your own poison. Mules will definitely make you think on a different plane. The more I play with the mules, the more they've pointed out my shortcomings, the more my horses have gotten better. Same thing. A few years ago I started playing bass guitar. When I started playing bass guitar, suddenly it made my other guitars get better. Because they had a little different foundation. A different foundation. Sometimes you have to walk in a different pair of shoes to find out things are going pretty well or not. Let's just see what happens here. See, there's a lot of things that if we can set it up to cause the horse to have a choice. Now see, he kind of volunteered that on his own. So we have to be careful what we allow them to volunteer. Again, the hands are down. He shouldn't do anything. He might have to say, well, yeah, that kind of looks like that, but let's come up here and come on back. Now, we might want a rope one day. We want to find out if he can deal with this. Now, I might be kind of clumsy because the wind is getting stronger. The wind is going to help control this rope, or what I have to do about this rope. Again, I'm just playing with my rope. I expect the horse to come around here and they say, oh, you're a little handier than you were 20 years ago. Well, I would hope so. I've been to a lot of dances since then. We've danced with doctors, danced with nurses, danced with a lot of things that say, oh, I'm not as young as I was 20 years ago. Sometimes we have to do things different. So it is what we is. It's what we is. So here we're going to come around here. We're going to see if we can get that horse to just stay. Hey, he could have stopped a little sooner, but that's okay. We're finding out where he is. He's finding out where I am. Oh, and right there, he didn't have any intention of going through there. Well, I always go through there. No, there might be a broken bottle there. We might have to change our mind. We might have to change our mind. So now we'll go again. This time we'll let him go. We don't want to get him scared not to go. But as we're going through here, we might just see if we can get this to go. Again, there. There. Now I step over here, come around here, we might go into the circle. Back into the circle. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but his body's curved. His ribs are going out, but same thing. His head's coming down. He's letting that neck, he's on a secure job. He's just full-time security guard. He's got to keep his head up in the air, be watchful for Indians, coyotes, bears, and anything else that might pass through. So we have to check, find out if he can step under there. Find out if he can back up from there. Now, he's got a big hickey hanging on his back leg that's called an ergot. It peels off really easy, but I don't know if the farrier was too lazy to take it off. Oh, looky here, he's got trash back here. We might as well get rid of some of the trash. Oh, he's got a whole tail. He's got a whole tail full of stuff. But here's that ergot. Let's see if we can find it. Here it is. Now, in just a minute, usually they pull right off, but this one's being a little difficult. But I'm testing his patience. There. See that big ugly thing hanging off there? It doesn't need to be there, but maybe it doesn't need to come off right away either. A pair of nippers would help that come off really easy. And maybe it wouldn't, if it was gone, it wouldn't be apt to rip the hide off of CJ's hand when she lifts that foot up to clean it. But there again, there I had my idea I was going to get rid of that thing and it didn't work out. Well, one of us will remember to take it off before it goes on too long. So, again, just because you have an idea, you want to get something done, hey, if it's not working out, it wasn't a failure, because I saw he could tolerate quite a bit while I was pulling on that thing. Now, I know that he needs to be checked out on this old yellow flag, because here we've gone on for years thinking he was cool about it. Then all of a sudden, a couple of months ago, he decided to buck like a banshee. So this means nothing. He shouldn't run around. He shouldn't run around. If he has to, we'll give him enough room to move. Again, the hands down here shouldn't mean anything. But we got crackling going on. We got crackling going on. If I keep my body down here, just aware of what's going on with his feet, he's saying, yeah, oh, yeah. Well, a lot of people say, don't do that, don't do that. My horse can't stand that. We better get used to it. You might walk into a clinic someday where there's 25 or 30 people doing this at the same time. Some horses are snorting, some are blowing. You want your horse to stand back and say, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. See, now we've even got the dogs decided. Some people say, put your dogs up, I'm training my horse. Some people say, put your horse up, I'm training my dog. Hey, if you put one or the other up, neither one of you are getting anything done. But again, look at the attitude of this horse. See, he's nice and soft, he's gentle. But if we uncover some of these spots and don't deal with them, the gentle horse is the one that gets you hurt. Because the gentle horse, you're going along, everything's just going really nice. All of a sudden you fall asleep because it's going so well. Pretty soon the horse falls asleep. Then the horse wakes up before you do. And you find out, doo-doo, oh yeah, that's what you just stepped in, doo-doo. That's where you are when your gentle horse wakes up before you did. Now, his feet are getting braver. Now, see, I said that, and he said, liar, liar, pants on fire. Doesn't matter. My hand is down. This just says, I'm exercising my arm. trying to get it over that sore from that shot I got last week. I could say, oh, my arm's sore, don't do that. I could be like this, but my arm would get worse and the horse would just get by. Look at there, we managed to move that doo-doo pile to where it's not there anymore. But, oh, that's that spot. Look at there, he thought about leaving. But it wasn't that long ago when I went there, he went bucking off. And yep, I've ridden a lot of bucking horses. Some I didn't ride. Some of them I rode on a different day. But hey, sometimes that buck comes from out of nowhere and you weren't prepared. Hey, be prepared. Be prepared. Yeah, it was something that worked out for the Boy Scouts, but that was way back before they allowed girls in the Boy Scouts. Now they have to prepare for different things. There. Oh, this side says I need a little bit more help than the other side. See, a lot of times we'll find one side is overexposed, one side has been ignored. There's more people out here right-handed than are left-handers. So they just do the easy side and say, oh well, but that other side just comes along for the ride. Then all of a sudden that stuff hits the fan and oops, where'd that come from? Yeah. Yeah. Well, here we go. We got this. He says, oh, we're still on that right side. We're going to see if we can rub it until it stops. Might have to help with the suggestion here. Oh, what happened? There. We're going to wait. We're not going to pull harder. We're going to wait. There. Use the same signal. It might be close to what you're using if you're in the saddle. And that, there. Yeah. There. There. Now when he makes it, there, we take the arm away. There, he put his head down. Put his head down. Watch these things. Is he thinking about leaving? Is he thinking about, oh, that thing over there? Be careful when you put that over there. He might jump away from that flag right on top of you. That's experience talking. But this here, see here? Now, there. That right side's getting braver, but it says, oh, my feet are programmed to leave. We just come up here and take a fresh start. Now there, he's blocking. And he blocked his head there. He says, you don't particularly want me over here. Well, we have his druthers, but if we always do what he wants, there'll be a lot of things that won't get done. You there? That old flag got a hold of him over there and bit him. No, you don't step toward me. Don't step toward me. Oh, you made another deposit for me to dodge. A lot of people have seen some of these games. A lot of people play these games. But there's something about playing the games or winning the games. Oh, if you want to be a winner, go back and review. Doesn't matter. Maybe we did this. Might have been all right last week. But if we don't put it on the shelf for 20 years and then bring it out, we have to review. He was cool with it last week. This is not last week. Yeah, it doesn't matter. There. I see what he did. He ran out of slack. What happened when he ran out of slack? He started looking for comfort. They're slacking the line again. Chances are he wouldn't pull back, but we'll find out. Put a little more pressure. No, he raised his head, but he's definitely not leaning on it. So, there. Yeah, we can put this one up. CJ, next week let's try to remember to bring a fork. We'll bring a fork next week, so I don't have to dodge these little landmines. See, so here we go. Remind people how to hang this up. We'll see if he can be a pack horse. I bet he can make it. What is that? What is that? Oh, there's a little life in those. Now, let's don't get me run over while I come down here to get something else to play with. Oh, there's a rope here of a different color that needs some of the newness wore off. Yeah. That's a pretty handy thing. We probably ought to let CJ put it in her pocket before one of the dogs runs off with it. Now, I don't know how bad this rope's tangled up, so we better just find out. We just throw it out there and get a little dirt on there. We try to keep it away from the green spot. One of the hardest things I have to do sometimes is learn when to keep my mouth shut. Yeah. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're just checking out a horse. Yeah. We're just checking out. Oh, now. There. Didn't come out too bad, did it? We need to throw these things out. And it may or may not look like I'm getting handier. It doesn't matter. What we're trying to do is get this rope to feeling a little better. Oh, shucky darn, look at there. There's a rope that I could get my feet caught into. And we'll find a place for that after a while, maybe. Oh, hey, what do you think of that? See? He says, oh yeah, Dennis, that guy I better keep my eye on. Yeah, he's liable to do something. Oh, looky there. He lost his load. Yeah, now we got something else to be tangled up in. Yeah. How did this happen? Oh, looky here. Yeah. Remember, be gentle the way you do it. Just kind of sneak around, throw one up there. He says, oh yeah. He said, don't sneak. No, don't sneak. Even when you're playing sneak, don't sneak. See here, he says, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? He's going to make it look like I could catch a cold if I... Oh, looky there. Yep. Didn't put enough elbow in it. Doesn't matter. Because he found out, oh, maybe I better not stand around anyway. Doesn't matter. Remember, there's days I couldn't catch a cold. There's other days. So, oh, yeah. Remember, he gets to stay on that half. Pretty quick, he'll say, oh, yeah. Maybe we'll get another... Oh, he's starting to look. Maybe we'll go out here and play with the rope again. Move those over there a little bit. Yeah, they'll blend in better that way. Again, you might not offer to catch something. Yeah, maybe you don't want to catch anything. But maybe you just throw it out there and let her rub on him. That's all it has to do. When he's running, snorting, and blowing, maybe you don't want to catch him anyway. So, oh, we just catch part of him. Remember, we're not catching the horse. We're breaking in the rope. This is a pretty nice rope. You don't have quite so much to coil up and hang up. Wait a minute. Who said run around and be silly? Yeah, stop and think. Yeah, you're out there running around. I wasn't. That's how you find out who's moving whose feet. Who's smarter. He could get me running around if he worked at it. But what'd he do? He went right back to running. There's no reason for it. I'm just playing with the rope. He didn't have to get excited and run off. No. Sooner or later, I'd think it'd be just nice if he'd just stop and think and say, well, what is that guy doing? What is he doing? He's visiting with the rope. There. He said, oh, he's liable to find out it's easier to hang out with this guy than it is to run around circles. But I didn't necessarily cause that, but I allowed that to figure out. Yeah, he figured that out by himself. I didn't say now, oh, you got to go 52 laps this way. Oh no, you didn't do 15 minutes at a trot, 20 minutes at a walk. Yeah, you just come up here and said, oh, looky there, it fit. Oh, but it did not fit, did it? No, it kind of fit, but it did not fit. Let's see if it fits. Oh yeah, if it fits, it has to unfit, doesn't it? Yeah. See? Whoop. Nose is too long. Maybe it'll fit back there. Let's see what happens here. Oh, let's go for a walk. Go for a walk. Now, 20 years ago, maybe 22 years ago. What's that? What do you see?
You know those things they fly around and film people?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's way up there. It just flew over the top of us.
A drone?
It's coming back.
There's a drone?
Yeah.
Well, shucky darn.
Coming back.
Well,
It likes what you're doing.
I hope we're not on Network News because we interrupted. I forgot where I was talking about. So I guess, what we did, we allowed this guy to find out, hey, hang out with me is easier than running around. He doesn't catch me running around laps all the time. Him out in the middle. Oh, how'd that deposit get there? See? He just looks like a banker because he's making deposits everywhere he goes. Yeah, but guess what? See, play out with your rope, and you're pretty soon you're gonna. Well, that's emotions showing. You know, he looked calm on the outside, but there's a few things that he has to think about on the inside. Oh, see there? Yeah, we don't care if we catch him or not. Because what I'm seeing is a change of attitude. And I can make it look like that was on purpose, or I can say, oh, I told you some days you couldn't catch a cold. Put in a little more effort. And same thing, this rope is a whole lot different flavor. It's a lot heavier than the rope we hung up this morning. So I'm not blaming it on the tool. It just says I need to make some adjustments. See, he's getting so smart. They just paint on, paint off, paint on, paint off. Come on from the front, come on from the back. Yeah. Oh, throw a little higher, throw a little higher. Oh, his ears are too tall. Yeah. Yeah. See? That might be what we want to get done today. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's not going to let me take up the slack. Not going to let me take up the slack. I might have to take up the slack on my own. Sometimes we get things set up. Don't know if it'll work. We'll see if it'll come off. Yeah, now we'll see if it'll go on this way. Now, we hope we got enough rope for this. I like to have 60 foot of rope and a 40 foot pin. I think I got about a 30 foot rope. Oh, he almost made it. He's about to make it. See there? He got a big review out of things. It doesn't matter. See, he forgot how to move away from pressure. That little pat on the butt. But you watch. He put that in a computer, and after we did that a couple of times, he said, oh, he raised his arm. It's liable to get uncomfortable. Maybe I better leave. See, so what we're talking about is observation. People get to looking at things, and they just watch things. You watch television. You're sitting around watching television at night, and all of a sudden you watched it, and all of a sudden a commercial comes on. And they make them louder so you can get to the refrigerator and back before the show starts again. Because they have all these products that you don't need, but they want to push them on somebody anyway. So oh, you got that one figured out. Let's get this one figured out. How'd you get there? Oh, you came back, you found us a good place to rest. Yeah, hang with me and we'll find another place to rest. Oh, I think we got something going for us. Yeah, it's watered up, but it's definitely working. See her? See if we can slow this down a little bit. Get this shoulder to step across. Yes, get this stepped. Yeah, we'll make it. We'll make it. And then again, let's see if we can catch this rope. It's kind of tangled up. But let's see if we can get him to go out there a little ways. Not too far. Yeah, we don't have to have one of those fancy halters. We can just operate our horse from right there. See, what you can't see is this rope has got so much wax on it that it's kind of sticky. Kind of sticky. Yeah. Oh, now maybe it'll work this way. Let's get this shoulder to work. Oh, maybe if we work it right, we'll catch that nose up there. Catch that nose up there. See, there's a lot of things to get done without just trying off hard and fast and shouting hallelujah. Yeah, be happy that it goes all day long. Appaloosas, horses come along. Appaloosas, that's another color. Yeah, a lot of times they're undecided. I had a Appaloosa horse that gives a different color every year for 5 years. Finally, you settle down. Yeah. You know, there's all kinds of stories about Appaloosas. The reason the Indians rode them is they wanted to be good and mad when they got to war. Yeah. Then a guy went to the doctor the other day, and the doctor says, "Got some bad news for you. You got cancer." He says, "Doc, what are we going to do about it?" He says, "Well, get yourself an Appaloosa horse, a Dodge truck, and take up roping." He says, "Well, how many years have I got? You only got a year to live." He said, "Well, what do I want all that stuff for? Because you get through that stuff, it'll seem like it's been 10 years. So there's all reasons for having those Dodge trucks and those Appaloosa horses. Yeah, let's try this again. Let's see if we can get this to come off. He says, "You're up to something again." Yeah, he can tell my attitude changed. Something changed. Yeah. We want, here, I want you to look over there. We want you to slip this right up here like this. And we'll try not to make the loop quite so big. There. So now if I can just get that horse to step up a little bit, push that way. There, I got that foot up. Now, he wanted it right back there again, so we'll put it up again. Push over there. There. we pull the rope back a little bit. Now if we pull this way a little bit, might not wake it. It's all right. We'll get it there. We'll get it there. Come on. Well, if all else fails, we just see if we can do this without walking off. Yeah, we just pick that foot up. Maybe we'll pick that foot up. We should have picked that. There it goes. Almost made it. Almost made it. Oh, there's another one of those chestnuts. Might as well get them peeled off while we're at it. He doesn't know what I'm doing over here. Yeah, there's lots of ways to get the job done. Let's see if we can cause him to stop. There, he's saying, what are we doing here? Now, I'm not trying to drag on him. I'm trying to hold just steady pressure on him. Let's see if he can find a way to get out of that deal. He might have to work at it. There he's, oh, there. He's, oh, that might have been an accident. Where did he find a place to relax? So now, I'm just going to turn around so he doesn't wind me up in the rope, because we might go to this walk around dance for a while. But now looky there. Oh, looky there. If I can set it up to where he thinks he moved into pressure on his own, he'll say, he'll respond sooner. So we'll let him go a little bit. We'll work our angle a little bit. Let him think about it. Let him wear it. Oh, he's making it. So, oh, there it is. Now, it doesn't matter where he thought, oh, I'm coming into view and that's the relief from pressure. Oh, looky there. Shucky darn. I try to say shucky darn so I don't have to say oh foot or some of those other F words, because they can slip into a lot of dialogues. I watch a lot of YouTube about fixing guitars and things, and there's a couple of them got really good information, but the language is terrible. So after I watch them for a while, I have to watch my language, because maybe I'm lucky enough, maybe there's a kid or two watching this. They learn enough of those words on their own. Oh, looky there, he found out a place. Now see if he can find, oh, he's too smart. He knew I was going to say, let's see if we can find a place for that shoulder to come across. Yeah, let's see if that shoulder will come across. Shoulder will come across. Now go on. Oh, I can feel I stepped in that green stuff. Oh, it'll wash off. It'll wash off. Let's see if he runs out of rope, what happens. Run out of rope. Run out of rope. I'm holding a conversation. I'm not jerking, spurring, whipping. I'm giving him some food for thought. Food for thought. Food for thought. Is I've got to lick my lips and think about that. Food for thought. Now, we take this in stages. A lot of times if I was doing this on my own, I might start out around the neck, go to the girth, go back to the flank, go to the feet. I'd get it all done. But if I did it on a video, some of you might try it at home and find out you got in a pond with a whole bunch of alligators, and then forget that all you want to do is go in there and drain the pond. So leave some for tomorrow. Leave some for next time. Questions, comments, confusions, requests. Uh-oh, what happened? What happened? Oh my goodness. Now we want to try to get around to where I'm on the other side of that rope. we have it on a foot. It'd be better if it was on the inside foot. Now if he has to leave, we don't have to worry so much about tangling up those feet. Let him wear it. Let him wear it. You have to go somewhere. I'm not the answer to everything. So we want to try to get him to go out there where he's going away, to where I might see if I can slow that foot down. Slow that foot down. Slow that foot down. Now eventually, I want to be able to stand behind him and have him bring that foot a little bit behind the other back foot. But right now, I'm still in the testing stages. Testing to see what he can tolerate without getting too excited about it. We're going to push him a little bit later to where he can tolerate more and more. But I'm happy to leave him food for thought. So when he goes back to the barn tonight, he can say, hey buddy, did you see what I did today? Yeah, I made that guy with the funny hat look like an idiot. Or no, wait a minute. So they got shingles back there to where they can put a mark on the wall and say, hey. And again, you know, some of it was pretty good. I didn't see anything that was too bad. Notice how tight the rope is on him. See how she's dragging him along? Ha! That's a great big improvement. Big improvement. Horse is walking along on a slack lead rope. Not dragging him like she's dragging Dave to go Christmas shopping. Christmas is coming too soon. Yeah. Here it is, the 4th of July, and they put out Christmas decorations already. Now actually it's in the middle of November. But still, the marketing says, oh, we got to have Christmas displays out there. We got to have this. We got to have that. Let me see where I want to start today. Let's see if we can find this. A place. No, I'll take that. And we just... He said, well, you got all these kind of things. Yeah. See, he's ready to get busy. There's no reason to get busy. If he really thinks he has to, he can get busy. But here, we'll see if we can just get this piece of rope on. That's just a marking device. Let's see what happened. Oh, yeah. Now you just see if he can stay here. He might leave at any time. But see, I try to get myself organized, put this stuff together. I didn't hide it behind my horse and sneak up and catch him. Oh, that rope fell off, so it's all right. Things happen. Just fumble on. Fumble on. Now we'll see if he can put his head down. We just ask. There. There. Oh. He's like, it's on, but let's just see if he can get it down there a little bit. Get it down. Get it down. Get it down. There. Now see if we can get it to stay down a little bit. I don't know what the wind is doing to the voice box. We'll have to go to the house and find that out. But anyway. Not too exciting. Didn't ask him to go. I'd ask him just to hang out and see if I can play with the rope. Remember, no direction. I'm just playing with the rope. Remember, we want to see if we can get that out there, or maybe you can even change toes. Maybe it comes here and goes up there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, be careful. We're getting close to the green spot. But now if I give direction, there, we ought to go somewhere. That's far enough. Oh man, what is going on? Pew. Oh, that one's got more to it. Yeah, it's getting to where it's pretty I'm liable to go home and stink up the house. Just to fit the situation. Again, this is just a sign of cool on the outside, but there's a few things going on the inside. Yep. Head alert. He says, oh, I'm not sure about what's going on. There. Yeah. Yeah, not sure about what's going on. Sometimes we change our mind. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. Okay. Let's make room for the cart. There. Now, what we're working on, playing with this horse, we're trying to get him to stop with just his front feet over it. So we're working on his stop. Now it's hard to believe that that's what we want. There, there, there. But sometimes we have to assess the situation. Yeah. And yeah, it'd be easier if I'd anchor that pole. Whoops. And maybe we'll just do it here. Doesn't matter. It's called adjust to fit the situation. We'll put it back up there. But there's a lot of little jobs that you want to get done. There. See, he chooses to ignore things sometimes. So when he chooses to ignore things, yeah. There. He's, oh. It's all right. He has choices. Yeah, we're going to refine some of these things. Now, I used to have problems. And then I changed those problems to challenges. And lately, some of them aren't very challenging. They just become situations. So adjust to fit the situation. Come on. See, now there's a part where he said, oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, well, now wait a minute. No, we don't always go backwards just because we did it 3 times. We might go on and go forwards. Let's see. What we're waiting for is the horse to tune in and wait for directions. He assumes because his front feet over that his back feet ought to go over it too. No, cause him to think, cause him to wait. A lot of times he's got the job done, doesn't know even how he did it. See, so we might want to back up from there. There's a lot of these things may not look important, but if you can't stop when you want, you can go up there in the hills and bring the cows down. You got them right there in the gate. If you can't stop at the right time, they either blow in or blow out. And that's the same thing for healer dogs and ambitious horses. Of course, one way to sort out the ambition is take them on a 3-day cattle drive. First day is about 12 hours, second day is about 10, then you finish up on the next day with only 4 or 5. Oh, feet got stuck. That's all right. Feet got stuck. So adjust to fit the situation. Yeah. That's what we're talking about, is sticky feet. See? It's not fair. Now, wait a minute, he's thinking about going backwards. Now, about the time he's thinking about going backwards, maybe I ought to think about going forward. See? If we're not careful, we get him programmed for one program. Now, maybe he can back up all 4 feet. And again, see? There. Now, that's a whole lot to process, because he rushed. Being the nice, fine, upstanding Arabian citizen that he is, he's not necessarily a Russian Arabian, but he's rushed through a lot of things in life where you think, oh, that was cool. Yeah, but it was totally out of control. Yeah, you just pulled off another bluff. Yeah. So, here we go again. Now, let's see what happens from out here. I'm going to go over that way a little bit. There. Come over this way a little bit. Now, this same deal there might be totally different because I'm on the other side of the horse, or not. Might be easier, might be harder. See? Just because we got that side working, we need to work on this side a little bit. This is good for him to crash in there. You hear that noise. Hopefully the microphone picked it up, because when he makes those noise, he says, ow. He'll learn how to pick his feet up a little higher, a little quieter. Oh, there. Now, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, there you go. He got to thinking again. See? It's all right to have him thinking. But be careful when you allow them to take over, because when they take over, pretty soon they take off. Now, wait right there. Wait right there. Wait right there. I've got a new idea. I bet there's another way to get off of that log. Let's see what it is. Let's see if we can go this way off of the log. Oh. See, there's all kinds of things to do. All kinds of things to do. And you know, you can go to Home Depot and get some of this fancy equipment all on your own. And I don't get a commission for saying that, but there's lots of imagination laying around. Lots of imagination laying around. Okay. Yeah, we might have had an opportunity to use that, but then again, you don't have to have a whole bunch of fancy toys. You need to have a whole bunch of junk and a whole lot of imagination. Imagination will get you through a lot of tough spots. Let's play with this rope today. Now that rope has had a chance to lay there and get all soured up again, so don't forget to sort it out. Get it kind of where you might be able to operate it before you go to the operation table. Oh, shucky. Look at those guys over there.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize, well, those horses are sitting over there. They're saying, well, I could do better than that. I could do better than that. Well, it's imagine, you cannot imagine, but you have to watch it happen, that there's a lot of things that they can get better at by watching this. So, it is what it is, and the rope's trying to be kinky. Oh, he says, oh, we just let that hang there. See what he thinks about it. See if he stops and looks at it. Oh, it fell off, so it didn't matter. I turned my head and it changed its mind. That's what happens when you got this good Wyoming wind to help keep you honest. I'd like him to turn to the inside there, but sometimes he has to go to that outside. There. Get that rope. Thinking about being tangled up again. So we get a lot of things done there. There. Now, let's see if we can get him to go around and stop right where he is. He's got to walk all the way around. I don't care how he gets there, just so he gets there. But we're going to try to stop him on purpose. Oh, stop a little bit early. It's all right. While you're doing this, just think about eating porridge. Too hot, too cold, just right. We're going to see if we can stop a little bit closer to that spot. Stop a little early, stop a little early. We're about to make it. There. See? It's like Kenny Rogers said, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. The only way you can find that out is get in the pond and go out and play. Get your rope out. If you're not handy with the rope, don't worry about it. Just be aware of that and watch how you challenge yourself as you gain experience. Because the only way you're going to learn how to rope is get out and do it. I'm not saying go out and buy yourself a rope. You might say, oh no. I wasted a lot of years of my life because I didn't want to learn how to rope, because I saw a lot of ropers running around with one or two thumbs missing. Wait a minute, I still got two thumbs. Not trying to rope him. I'm just trying to settle his nerves. But I'm not going to let him run around and be stupid. So we'll just change directions until he can decide, oh, that wasn't even a nose shot. That was just a shot in front of his feet. But that was just a check to see, are you getting quieter? See? This guy was born with a lot of talent, with a lot of go. Yeah, people have been breeding this kind of horse for endurance. I don't have to run to get that endurance built up. He's got it. What I want to do is control it. I'm not going to micromanage it, but we're not going to worry about this. But while his feet are moving, he said, well, I'm kind of concerned. Might not really be true worry, but it's maybe just a little bit more than he could handle. Oh, see how that rope got sneaky, didn't it? No, it didn't sneak. I told him all along we were going to do it. I just didn't know exactly when. Now, didn't ask him to leave. Oh, he kind of came in there. Oh. Let's see. Yep. While you're playing with your rope, try to get both sides of your body handy. If the rope's on that side of the horse, try to throw it over with that hand. If it's on that side, use that hand. It'll look kind of clumsy for a while, but after a while it'll get sorted out. Run into his own pressure. But if we have to help him out, we take up the slack gently and let him explore. Now, try not to pull straight against the spine. Get off center just a tiny bit. Look at there. If we get straight with the spine, we can tell him, hey, yeah, pull back. We can teach him. And then we're teaching them, we say, stupid horse, what are you doing? Well, I'm doing what you're telling me to do. We're in a pulling contest. No, this is not a pulling contest. We're teaching feel. Feel to the horse, feel to the person on the ground. One day, I hope some of you can do this while you're sitting on your horse and have the help of another horse out here to practice with. But you can't start off too big a bite. You might choke on it and get hurt. So now I'm going to send him a couple of laps. You might as well go that way. That's the way. That's one. Just so I can show you, I'm going to count. When we come to ICJ, we're going to ask him to walk. Oh, he almost made it. Yeah, he gave me a cheap shot. He thought about it, but he wasn't sure. So let's go back to trot. We'll trot 2 laps. We'll count that as 1. Now here we go. We're going to go to walk. Oh, we missed it a little bit, but we got a little closer. We work on these transitions. We work on transitions. How can I speed up a little bit? Bring your life up a little bit. How can I come down? Bring your life down. Pretty simple. Works out here on the ground. If we turn on, turn off in the saddle, pretty soon the horse says, oh, that wasn't an accident. It's starting to become a habit. Then the horse can figure out what's going on good about life. A lot of times we're riding our horse along and boy, we're just whistling and having a good time. Oh, this is nice, just nice gentle walk. Wouldn't it be fun to trot? And all of a sudden the horse trots. I didn't say trot, I said it'd be nice to trot. Well, your horse realized that when you got prepared to trot, you adjusted something in your seat. Oh my, that was scary, wasn't it? That means if that was scary, oh, you want to smoke? You like cigarettes? I'll give you a cigar. Hey, don't worry about it. Just set it up again. Set it up again. But we were talking about, oh, this is nice time to go for a walk, and all of a sudden it would be nice to trot. Hey, trot and go on. Find out, what did I do? I didn't know what I did when I was preparing to trot. But the horse knew it. Now, that might have been an accident. Work on it, see if you can happen it. Wait a minute, it happened again. Huh. Put some thought into it. What did you do that caused the horse to trot? Huh. Sure would be fun to canter. Or elope, depending on what side of the continent you're on. Yeah, wherever you are, same deal, different words. Yeah, get this operating. Yeah, get this working a little bit. Yeah, come here, now here. That's all right. Might want him to back up someday anyway. Don't leave. Yeah, he's thinking about leaving. Yeah, looky there, he ran out of rope sooner, that's him. Yeah, it's okay. That's saying he's thinking. He says, oh, he thinks I'm sneaking, but I'm not. I'm just kind of running out of gas. Yeah. You gotta admit it. Yeah. I can wear out a lot of young people, but even I get a little bit tired. There. In the meantime, this is working pretty good. Yeah. He says, it's okay. There. It's okay. But see here, see how he's trying to keep me off of that right side? Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll just, if we can, we'll hook that up there. Maybe not. There. Now what I want to get, over here. There. Yeah. He told me all that. Some of you probably saw it, some of you didn't. He said, well, there's CJ. Maybe she'll help me out. He's telling me, he's telling me he needs to be rubbed and scratched and brushed and more things on this side. Yeah. We saddle from that side, we get on and we go from that side. But there's a lot of things that need to be caught up over here. Doesn't matter. I had an idea what I was trying to do was get this rope around his butt. But see, he's playing hard to get. That's okay. What we're working on is getting on that right side. So we just come over here, and we'll rub down this side. Rub all over this side. If he has to leave, he has to leave. Because the only way to test it is to leave and come back and find out if that was an accident. Still blocking. Still blocking. It doesn't mean punch him on this side, because that chances are that would make it more difficult anyway. Oh, looky there. We just film it the way it goes. If we run out of film, we're out of film. It's all right. We'll reload. We'll reload. Yeah. It's getting easier. It's getting easier. Getting easier. It's getting easier. We still got film?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then we'll just keeping on then. Oh, he had to think about that. He thought about just walking off with me. And he said, oh, yeah, he might get this worked out. Oh, he thought about licking his lips. Oh, looky there. He got his head down here. All these things mean something. Mean that he's calmer. He's, don't know what I've got to offer. But we offer the best deal we can. Yeah, we know we got a lot to do. Then we won't get it all done in one day anyway. I plan on being around another 100 years, so why spoil it by overdoing today? I think we're done.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And questions, comments, confusions, anything you want to add to the film? What'd you see?
I see that both of these guys need more.
Yeah. What else?
They need to catch
Did you
up
see?
to Smokey.
Did you see any change?
Oh,
Yeah, but you see, who else needs to catch up to Smokey? See, you got all week to play with these guys. Yeah, you only work 27 hours a day, so find that other 3 hours. 10 minutes.
Right.
Even if you say, I only got 10 minutes today, I'll play with you. Oh, you had yours yesterday, so pick the next sour grape. Who needs it the worst? Oh, the one when you walk out, the one that walks off. who needs it the least? The one that says, Mom, what are we going to do today? Well, we go out and do something. Don't wear that out. But these guys have let down a lot.